Hi, this is Siddharth Venkatraman. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to yet another episode in the series Intro to the World of Marketing. So, today in this episode, what we are going to look at is what is a sales process. So, there are other videos which I've uploaded where I have spoken about what is marketing and what's the difference between sales and marketing. Here, we're going to get a little bit deeper into what typically is a sales process, okay, in an organization. So again, before I go through this, this is the overall framework of a sales process, but obviously depending on the nature of industry, whether you're a B2B company where you're having a non-linear sales process, or you're a B2C company, or you're a technical product, there could be slight variations of this. But overall, this is the process, and this is what is the flow adopted by most salespeople. Okay, so we start with what's called the prospecting. So imagine that I have a product, okay, and I know who my customer is, and this is why I was mentioning in another video that you should be very, very thorough about who your customer is, and a customer persona about them should be with you so that you are really clear about who they are. Okay. So prospecting is about how do you really identify these right people who could potentially become your customer. Okay. So suppose I'm going to give you an example. So suppose I think that I have a product which I can sell to a paper plant. Okay. So my prospecting would be to identify these people who would be decision makers in those paper plants to whom I need to approach. So prospecting can be done in multiple ways. It can be done by mutual connections, or sometimes you can buy databases from people like Dun and Bradstreet and all these people. Or if you're a digital conducive industry, digital channels are a very, very good place where you can do prospecting, because you can really fine tune based on their industry designation, the functions, and all these kind of things. So basically, prospecting is identifying that set of people who could potentially become your customer. The next step is approaching them, and this could be through multiple channels. It could be face-to-face interactions, phone call, emails, or digital channels. So approaching them is basically reaching out to them and telling them that, hey, I'm there. Okay. The next one is identifying their exact needs. So you may have multiple variants of a product, or you may be having multiple products which fit into that industry. So identifying their exact need is for you to understand from them what exactly is their pain point and which of your product could be the best solution for them. Okay. As I said, you could have multiple products and all may not really fit in. And also, you could have multiple price ranges for a product and they may be having a specific budget in mind. So, identifying their exact needs is trying to find out which product, if you position, your probability of selling it is highest. Okay, both in terms of price needs as well as the functional needs. Okay, the next one is presenting the current fit product to them. So you have basically identified which would be the best for them, and you're basically telling them that, hey, I have this product, these are the list of products, these are the features, and all these kind of things. The next one, and this specifically for technical products or IT related products or tools, happens is that they may ask for a product demo, or they may ask for a trial, saying that, hey, let me try it out and see, or you show me a product demo on how this whole thing works. So the next step is about product demo. And the next step after that is submitting your quotation or giving them a budgetary offer saying this is how much it would cost. The next step after that is negotiations, where they negotiate with you to reduce the price or ask for a better offer or say, hey, what can you give free with this, or give me some 1 year of free warranty, AMCs, after maintenance, like after sale maintenance contracts, and all these kind of things. Then you have the closing the sale, and here is all your other sales processes, which include releasing a purchase order, getting an invoice, feeding it into your systems and processing it, and preparing your warehouse or preparing your manufacturing setup or preparing your distributors, telling that, hey, order has come and we need to supply. So aligning this whole thing so that the product reaches the customer in time in a proper way. And then is the follow up. Follow up is very critical. The mistake mediocre organizations or businesses which shut down soon do is that once they sell a product, they don't care about the customer anymore. They say, hey, I've sold it. But the companies which stand the test of time are the ones who believe that just selling once is not the end of it. Okay. So you need to maintain a good relationship with them. So following up with them is very, very important for you to understand what could be their pain points, or do they have any issues, or also for you to be informed if they are having other plans of buying some new product or something new is coming up, so that you should have a long lasting relationship with your customers and make them your brand advocates, so that they also go and talk about how good you as an organization are, and also how good your products are. And there's nothing which beats that in terms of spreading word about you. And finally, it's about how do you continuously get business from them? How do you expand your share of wallet with them? So suppose, how do you do cross selling, which is if you have multiple products and they bought one product from you, how do you sell other products to them? Upselling is they've bought probably a product and the price range of X. How do you sell a price product which is slightly higher than that, with both technical features as well as price range? So how do you continuously keep them in your fold, and probably they should not leave you and go to your competitor? So this is the total process of sales. And obviously, as I said, there could be slight variants of this, but predominantly this is what it is. Okay. So these are my social channels. Do follow me over there. I share a lot of information there as well. And if you like the content in this video, please do like this video on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Take care.